I just felt badly for these kids. There wasn't enough people, to hold them, and they just sat in these nets all day. It was a hot day, and I was looking at each of the nets, and I went down to look at one baby, and something made me turn around to see Sam Nang, and that smile caught my eye. We were meant to be. I just wanted to spend every day, all day long at the orphanage. I felt I was his mother. Every day, all day long. I felt that he belonged to me, that I was there to take care of him and bring him home to the U.S. He was just always a happy child, laughing, fun, just full of energy. Just people would describe him as busy. He's very busy, and he was, from the moment he woke up to the moment he went to sleep. Play like little pranks, but he was just very clever. Just a very clever little boy. What was cute and energetic and so cute about him became a little bit difficult when we started school, because he was all over the place, never sat still. So even, say, Montessori, they always said we're trying to control his body movement. He doesn't have control of his body. Touching, hitting, but not maliciously, just all over the place. It was okay maybe in kindergarten, but then, when the teacher's trying to do things, he just couldn't focus. He just had all this energy, and they didn't know what to do with this energy. So I know they gave him an extra recess, but I did notice too, where adults loved him and were just fascinated with him, other kids kind of turned off a little bit. I think he was too much for them. Exhausted them maybe, and touching them. So I started getting complaints from other kids or from moms, and I would have to say, now listen, don't touch anyone, keep your hands to yourself, don't hit anyone. And then we'd arrive, say at like his baseball game, and he walked down the bench and tapped every child on the head. And I thought, what did we just go through? What did we just talk about? So if we went to parties, I knew, at 2-hour mark, we better get out of there, or, I was like a arm's length away from him all the time in case, there was trouble or he got into it, with another child. But again, not malicious, just couldn't keep his hands to himself. But they worked with him, they kept his seat up at the front of the desk, so they were arm's length away from him. They rubber banded his chair to his desk so it wouldn't fall over, but I started feeling, what am I doing wrong? I started, buying books and trying, to, learn like discipline. I even went to a behavioral therapist because once he's, when he wasn't being invited to as many parties as he used to be, or we didn't have the play dates, I went to behavioral therapist for answers. And the behaviors I saw at home were very similar as well. The energy, the jumping up and down, jumping from the couch to the table, even dinner time, he couldn't sit still, running around, and I would just spoon up some dinner, and as he ran by, he'd stop for a second to take a bite. Even dinner time, cartwheels or headstands on the chair, running up and down. Again, not controlling his body. He would hand me the remote control and I'd go fly across the room, bumping into me or tapping me, or even people like in our building, in the elevators. He did snore. He had his mouth open when he slept. He'd be like cartwheels in the bed, sideways. I know he moved around a lot. Maybe woke up a few times. I did notice that he would sleepwalk sometimes, come out and talk, or talk in his sleep once in a while. I did notice early in the morning he'd have a hoarse voice. It was kind of husky. It was cute. I had tutors that would even mention something to me in the morning, like his voice is kind of husky, and I did think it was kind of cute, and I did mention it to my pediatrician because I did notice some kids that maybe had asthma had husky voices, and she told me nothing to worry about. They did ask me to do some interaction with other kids to practice socializing with other children and how to do that. So I went to this behavioral therapist, and he tested Sam Nang, and I had to fill out a questionnaire. And when we went in there, one of his first suggestions was to medicate Sam Nang. And without me thinking, I said absolutely not. I did not want to medicate Sam Nang. I wanted to try everything I could not to. And I did not want to do that because I saw other kids that were medicated, and it changed their personality. And I don't want to change Sam Nang's personality. You know, there's nothing wrong with his personality. He just needed a focus. So I didn't want that. And the medication, what's the research? What's the research done? And one medication turns into 2, turns into 3. And Sam Nang is a bright little boy. He was bright back then. He was smart and intelligent and clever. He just couldn't focus, so that was affecting his schoolwork. So the behavioral therapist said, well, you know what? You'll be coming back to me in 6 months, you know, telling me that he's gotten kicked off all his sports teams. And I thought, well, let's see. Let's work on it. Dr. Bergerson and some of his techniques that he was using to help kids with sleep disorder breathing. And I thought, maybe that's it. Maybe there's something, because I knew Sam Nang snored. I knew he was restless at night, and I heard about some of those symptoms, and I thought, maybe that's what we can try.
We're going to wear this appliance at night until the mouth breathing stops altogether, and he breathes only through his nose.
And I didn't think he had sleep issues. I just thought that's what kids do. That's how they sleep. But I was shocked, and I was very anxious to see if this could help. It's unbelievable, the progress he's made. Sam Nang right now is 13 years old, and the result has been unbelievable. He's getting straight A's, almost all straight A's, 1B. He makes the honor roll every year. He was voted as the best athlete in 6th grade. He became captain of his hockey team. He ran track and was 3rd place citywide competition. He does his homework all by himself. I don't have to prompt him. He's doing so great. He's got friends, you know, people love to be around him. They look up to him. He takes leadership roles. So it's just been a 360-degree turnaround to where he started. The role he's played with hockey, I mean, it gives him such confidence. He's used that as a leadership role that he's played in there. He's determined, he's hardworking. He's able to time manage very well. And how he started before, I mean, I did get complaints by parents that, you know, to stop hitting their kids, to stop, you know, goofing around in line. And to go from that to becoming captain and taking a leadership role, I mean, it gives me such great joy to see that transition and see him take that leadership role. I was handed a questionnaire, and that was eye-opening. It's a series of questions with symptoms that your child might have. And I was amazed at how many symptoms Sam Nang had. I think we checked almost all of those. And I didn't even realize those would be part of sleep disorder breathing. I mean, I thought there was something wrong with my discipline. I thought we needed more discipline at home. I was doing something wrong. I wasn't being a good mom. I didn't relate it to his sleeping habits. But that was the first initial step that we took. And then after reviewing that, my doctor suggested that he would be a good candidate. The HealthyStart method is a series of appliances that you wear. And you start with an appliance called the habit corrector. And you wear that at night, and it helps with different habits that you might have. Sam Nang had just some sleep disorder breathing. He was breathing through his mouth. This helped him breathe through his nose, helped him stop snoring, and helped him develop his jaw. So it would open up those airways that were behind, that were impeding his sleeping habits. And then the second appliance that we ended up wearing actually helped to straighten his teeth. So we corrected his sleeping disorders, and on top of it, the icing on the cake, we straightened his teeth. I think moms would really be amazed at this and know that this is simple solution. It's just Sam Nang wore an appliance at night, just when he slept, every night, and that's all he did. And to make those changes, such an alternative.
Thank you so much for tuning in today and watching Sam Nang's story. Sam Nang's mom, Lauren, was an amazing inspiration to us all, that she was able to address, identify, and basically find the answers for her son. So I'd like to take this moment and introduce you again to Lauren and our superstar and star of this little segment, Sam Nang. So Lauren, tell us a little bit about why you did this and what you hope you can provide to parents like yourself.
I wanted parents to know that there are solutions out there. There's other ways to treat our children who are struggling. And the only regret I have is that I didn't do it earlier. And so what I want everyone to, after watching this, to go out today, take the sleep questionnaire, call one of our providers, and treat your child. Start treating them today.
So often do I hear parents that say, I only wish I knew about this yesterday, or I knew about it a year ago. So there's no time like the present. Really, don't avoid, take care of it tonight. Sam Nang, we'd love to hear from you. Tell us a little bit where you are in school. You just finished your freshman year in high school, and how did the school year go for you?
Well, the school year was really well, and it wasn't that hard to get into the freshman ways. I've been playing a couple sports, rugby, hockey, and a little soccer. What else there? I play varsity hockey as a freshman also. My grades have been really well, all A's and B's. Little minor things there. It's life. But yeah.
I heard you won a special award in mathematics. Tell us what that was all about.
I won the award for highest grade in my class, and I've done well.
In mathematics, I would say that is amazing. That is a super accomplishment. And I know you just excel to the highest degree in sports as well.
Yeah.
I mean, juggling 3 sports in high school is a challenge. And I know as a freshman, you were on the varsity hockey team, which again, very competitive, and you must be quite the hockey player. And someone told me you won a special award in rugby as well.
I won the most valuable freshman award, and it was my first year playing rugby.
I would say that was pretty outstanding. So if you gave a message to any other kid out there that, had trouble focusing in school, or woke up all the time at night, never felt like they got a good night's sleep, going through the HealthyStart system, what would be your advice to them? How would you say the process worked?
The process was really easy, but sometimes the first nights your retainer would fall out while you're sleeping, and there was always a lot of drooling, but that you gotta get used to. I've known a couple friends that had ADHD, and whenever they had to take medicine or anything, when I hang around with them, it seemed a little different. They weren't acting normal.
You think their personality changed?
Yeah, their personality changes a lot when they take their pills.
right, their medication.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, isn't it? I mean, you want to get to know a person, and I assume a person wants you to get you to know them for their personality. So when something kind of interferes with that, it's unfortunate for everyone.
Yeah.
So I have to say, we are so proud of you, Sam Meg, and you know, think about your journey and how maybe after today, you'll be able to provide information for other parents to help their kids go on that same journey and become better versions of themselves. So congratulate yourself. That's a huge accomplishment, and we are just so proud of you and just delighted to have you as part of the Healthy Start family. And Lauren, I can't say enough, so thank you for sharing your story. I don't know about you, but what a dynamic story, and the message is so clear. Today's the day. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start your journey immediately and allow your child to breathe, sleep, and just perform better in life. So thank you both.
Thank you to Healthy Start.
Thank you.
You are so welcome, and we invite all of you to participate and join our family and become better versions of yourself.
Thank you for watching the aha moment, unlocking the secrets of your child's breathing. We know that if you're a parent with one of the 9 out of 10 children with at least one outward symptom of sleep-related breathing disorder, you were probably a little bit anxious as you watched Lauren and all the experiences she had in searching for answers, being told maybe they should medicate their child. And she knew better. She knew that there was something very special about that child with a great future. Just had to find a way to get to it. That way is the Healthy Start way. We want you to go, please, to thehealthystart.com. Don't put this off, parents. Not until tomorrow. Do it tonight. Every night with good sleep sets them up for a great tomorrow. Download that sleep questionnaire and find a doctor near you. Steps 1, 2, 3 for a brighter future. You can unlock their potential. Leave nothing to chance. Get your child to thehealthystart.com and the provider near you.
So what's your status with girls?
Okay, I think that's all, folks.